Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about 10 weird behaviors that narcissists hide from you. They don't want you to know these things, and I'm going to discuss why they do these things and, what they're trying to hide from you. So let me dive right in. What do you think a narcissist doesn't want you to know? Okay? What do you think is a weird behavior and a weird thing that narcissists don't want you to know? Number one, narcissists don't want you to know that they hide money, okay? Narcissists are always hiding money. Even if you're married to a narcissist, a lot of times you don't even realize that they're hiding money. They could be hiding it with a family member, their mother. They could be hiding it with a friend. But 9 times out of 10, a narcissist is hiding money from you, okay? And why do they do that? Because they don't trust you. They feel like today or tomorrow something doesn't work out. You go through a divorce, they're going to have to give that money up. So they always have a stash of money somewhere, 99% of the time. What's another weird behavior about narcissists? Well, narcissists always have to have affairs, okay? Most narcissists have affairs because they need that validation. They need to, that excitement, that, dopamine rush by having an affair. So the weird behaviors that they have is that they sit there and they tell you that, I'm all in, I'm all with you. And they pretend to be monogamous when they're really not monogamous, that they really need that extra validation and they're out there having affairs with people. Another weird behavior of a narcissist is that they hide their past. What they do is they lie about their past. They tell you their exes cheated on them. They tell you they are a victim of trauma. They went through trauma. They tell you they had toxic families. So they hide their past because they don't want you to know certain things. They hide what happened with their exes because they don't want you to think that they're the abuser. So what they'll do is they'll say their ex was the abuser. Oh, my ex cheated on me. Oh, my ex was controlling. Oh, my ex was jealous. Oh, my ex was a manipulator. Whatever they're saying about their exes, they're describing themselves, all right? So a weird behavior with narcissists is they're always hiding things about their past. And that's because narcissists have shady pasts. And they don't want you to know that. Narcissists are going to portray they're innocent. They're going to portray, their victims. They're going to portray their Mother Teresa. They're always going to try to hide their past. Another thing a weird thing that narcissists do to hide things is they may even hide that they've been arrested. And a lot of narcissists do have criminal pasts of being arrested. And you don't know that necessarily. In some cases, they may tell you that they've been arrested because it's public knowledge and they figure you're going to find out about it. But what they'll do is they'll gaslight you and tell you, oh, it was a minor incident, or they'll twist the facts and say, they're not really guilty of it, or it got acquitted, or something along those lines, so that if you do find out about the fact that they have a criminal past, they've already gaslighted and manipulated you, so you're not going to make a big deal out of it. Another weird thing that narcissists hide from you is that basically narcissists are thieves in disguise, especially the covert narcissist. This is why I spoke about this a long time ago, how narcissists, don't let a narcissist in your house because they'll go through your things. I did a video a long time ago where I spoke about this, how they go through your drawers, they go through your mail, they go on your computer, they check your history. They just can't be trusted. And this is another weird behavior that narcissists hide from you. And this, again, was, brought up and copied multiple times by people. And the reason that I know this is because I went through this. The other thing that narcissists do that is a weird behavior is that they're the jealous ones, but yet they call you jealous. It's what this is what narcissists do. Whatever you call them, they're going to come back and call you. And especially when you expose them, if you expose a narcissist and call them a narcissist, they're going to come back and call you a narcissist. They'll never take the accountability because they don't want to face that shame. So what they're going to do is they're going to project all of that you're projecting the truth onto them, that they're toxic and everything, and they're going to try to make you out to be the toxic one. They're going to flip it around. This is how they manipulate, all right? Another fact about how narcissists are weird and they hide things from you is that narcissists pretend to really care about you when in fact they really don't, all right? And some of them do an Academy Award acting routine in pretending that they really care about you. Oh, I care about you. Oh, I'll always be there for you. Oh, if you never need anything. But then when you do need something, they aren't there for you. So they hide the fact that they're not there for you. They know they don't want to be there for you, and they know that they don't really care about you. And people say, well, what are they doing with me? Well, they're with you for something else. You're offering something else to them. You're offering maybe a place to stay. You're offering money. You're offering sex. You're offering attention even. And that's why a narcissist will do these weird behaviors and pretend that they really care about you when in fact they really don't. So they hide the truth from you. This is what narcissists are going to do. They're going to hide how they really feel about you. This is what the covert narcissist does. They will also hide what they tell their family about you. Narcissists, and again, this is the covert narcissist, will be smearing you behind your back to their family. And you're not going to know it. And their family is usually in on it. And their family may be even, validating the narcissist and beefing the narcissist up and giving them that validation to attack you. So it's like I said a lot of times in my older podcasts, if they're coming strong at you, it's because somebody is feeding that narcissist, all right? And that could be their family. So a weird behavior that they have is that they always have to go back and talk about you to their family, all right? And that could be like when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, even from the get-go. Even during the love bombing stages, they could be talking about you to their family, all right? Because again, they're more loyal to their family than they are to you. How do I know that? I went through that, all right? The other thing is narcissists will also hide their sexual fantasies from you. A lot of times, narcissists are into freaky sexual lifestyles, all right? And whatever somebody's into, that they're into, but narcissists don't want you to know that. And this is one of the weird behaviors, is that they sit there and they pretend like they're very traditional. They're not into, certain things that people do, threesomes, or maybe they could be bisexual and they don't tell you. They hide these sexual preferences that they have to portray an image to others and to you, and they're not who you think they are, and they have these sexual fantasies and sexual lifestyles behind your back, okay? The other thing, weird behavior of how narcissists hide things from you, is that narcissists are addicted to inboxing, okay? Nobody loves the inbox more than a narcissist. They're always inboxing on social media. They're always, trying to get attention. It's all about attention, all right? These narcissists, they need constant attention. So they'll be inboxing people all the time. Hello, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. How's your day going? Or give me a call. They want everybody calling them too, by the way. So they have to get this constant validation. They need that constant excitement. So they're always going to be in the inbox, whether it's Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it could be. They just love the inbox. And, most people are not sitting there on inbox day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night, inboxing and chatting and flirting away. But a narcissist is, because a narcissist likes to feel, they love the excitement, they love the attention, they love to flirt. And the inbox is where where they get a lot of their supply. And they get a lot of their supply on social media. Social media, I've said this before, is the narcissist playground. Narcissists are very independent today, because people come back and they say, well, why is it so prevalent? Why are there so many narcissists around? And there are a lot of narcissists around, and there's a couple of different reasons for that. First of all, we're a society based on idolatry, not on the spiritual. So, it's all about, what you have and how you look. So narcissists, this is what they're into, and they're into all these kind of things, and they're into social media. And with social media, they could get a lot of supply. They don't have to necessarily go to a bar or go someplace to try to hunt out supply, although some of them will do that too. And people say, well, how did they get supply in the old days? Well, they actually did those things. They had to go out in person and try to get supply, whether it's going to the store, flirting with somebody at the store, going to the gym, flirting with somebody at the gym, going to the bar, flirting with somebody at the bar, going to work, flirting with people at work. Yeah, they had all those things back then. But today, now they're doing even more, because they have social media, and that gives them an influx of a lot more supply. They also hide. Another weird behavior is they hide behind catfish profiles. All right. Narcissists love catfish profiles. They always have tons of profiles. So even if they block you, they're watching you from other profiles, okay? Or even if you block them, they're still watching you from other profiles. They think they're shifty. They think they're clever. They think they're smarter than you. And so they will always be hiding on another profile. They may have one profile that they're out scouting for new supply. Then they have a family profile that's just the family. And, narcissists are very sneaky. So they're going to have multiple of catfish profiles, all right? The other thing that narcissists love to hide, and a weird behavior of theirs, is that usually one of their good friends could be their situationships, right? So they'll say, oh, that's my homegirl, that's my homeboy. And meanwhile, they're having a situationship with that person. So this is another thing that they try to hide from you, okay? Another thing that the narcissist, weird behavior of how they're hiding things from you, and this is classic, and this has been going on for years. They hide that they're married or they have someone, and they pretend to be single. Narcissists will come into a relationship and pretend to be single when they're either married, or they're in a relationship, or they're in a situationship, okay? So they have a situationship, they're married, or they're in a relationship, but they're going to tell you that they're single, all right? So this is something that they don't want you to know. And some of them will be married and pretend like they're getting a divorce when they're really not getting a divorce. That's why I say, don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. If you get involved with somebody, make sure that they are divorced at least 6 months and they're emotionally healed. All right. You want to make sure this person is emotionally healed before you get involved with that. And make sure that, they really can show you that they are going through a divorce and they're not just lying to you. And they're, some narcissists will tell you, oh, they're still married, but they're going through a divorce, and they could even be living with their husband or wife. And this is their way to be able to contact you at certain times, because they'll say, they're going through a nasty divorce, but they're still living in the house. And, they can't really get into it because of their situation, when the truth is they're not going through a divorce, but this is their way to, cover up and hide the fact that they're still living with the person that they're married to. Okay. So that's a weird behavior in order to get what they want and be able to get you and get a supply of you, which could be a supply of sex, and then lie to you and tell you that they're going through a divorce. Last one, you guys, on what narcissists hide from you, their weird behaviors, is this is another classic trait of a narcissist. They hide that they're still talking to their exes. All right. So many narcissists are still talking to their exes because they're not fully broken up with their ex. Okay. They may have gone on a break with their ex. They may have had a fight with their ex. Their ex may have thrown them out and they're still trying to get back with their ex. And now they're out there telling you they're single and they start up with you, love bombing you, pretending to be all into you. But the fact is they still want to go back to their ex, and they could still want to go back to their ex for a lot of different reasons. Maybe they have kids with them, or, there's a lot of supply there. There's a lot of factors why they still talk to their exes. So, you guys, these are all the weird behaviors and why narcissists want to hide things from you. So I hope that helps you. And if it does, hit the subscribe button. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, check out the link in the bio. Check out my YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcasts. I have a lot of videos on there. You'll find a lot of information on narcissism on there, a lot on the covert narcissists. Check out my Facebook at the Game EXP123. Instagram is the Game EXP123, and TikTok is the Game Exposed. And have a great day, you guys.